You know what? Most breakup songs are all about the moment falls apart. The screaming, the tears, the door slamming. But today's story is something far more dangerous. It's about the silence before the storm. It's about the weird, heavy space where two people are technically together but miles apart. Think about it. In 1998, a duo from Okinawa dropped a track with zero massive commercial backing. No big TV ads, just a piano and a vocal, and it went straight to number one, selling over 1 million copies. Why? Because it answers a riddle that we all face but never talk about. How long can you ask someone to wait before the waiting just becomes the living? Let's look into this video and see how they captured a feeling that has not aged even a single day. Let's jump into it. Just imagine this. Look at this screen here. Visual layout is completely raw. There are no flashing lights, no backup dancers, no green screen, just a massive empty green field. This is amazing, not? And look how they are positioned. Chiharu Tashiro is sitting at the grand piano here, and Ayano Kinjo is on a simple stool next to her. They are not even looking at each other. You will see all the way along to the song. You know, they are looking out into nothingness actually. Why? Because the song is not a conversation. It's an internal monologue. It's a confession. I guess you understand. Just the opening line, Nagai Aida Matashete Gomen Matakyo ni Shigoto na Haitta. Bro, right off bat, this is not a poetic metaphor. It's a text message you have probably, sent or received. It's a raw reality of modern business. The music video, handles this beautifully here. The camera slowly circles them, as you can see, creating a dizzying sense of isolation despite being under the open sky here. They are, trapped in their own world. See, the camera is circling them. Look, she's standing far apart. They are not, looking at each other even. Just a green field, giving a sense of symbolism of isolation. Wow. Just, Kiroro is not here a band. They are, archetype of regrets. They take a dry, everyday situation, being too busy with work, and turn it into a mirror of human vulnerability. Let's break down this line that's gonna come here. just think about what this actually means. It means that I realized you are this deep inside my heart. I love you, but there's no way I can tell you that. Why can't she say it all? Because in relationship, sometimes, I love you, the phrase I love you feels like a burden. It feels like you are holding other person hostage with your own feeling when you already know that they are drifting away. The video is just doesn't the video does not just show them crying. It shows them perfectly composed. That restraint makes it hurt so much more. The piano notes are not just background music here. They are the footstep walking away in slow motion actually. The video does not rely on dramatic close-up or tears or acting. The emotion is entirely raw here, carried by subtle strain in her expression. Think about it. Most people think that cruelty is what destroys a relationship, but Kiroro is, revealing a much deeper human truth here. Sometimes it's the kindness that hurts. When you know that someone is drifting away, or when you know that you are not giving them the time they deserve, actually, their gentleness feels like a mirror showing you that your own failures. They're mirror showing you your own failures. Every time they say it's okay, I understand you are busy. It does not comfort you actually. It cuts you. They are turning them into an unwitting executioner. Executioner. Their presence become very thing that makes the guilt unbearable actually. The music video here, beautifully mirrors this by keeping the setting by the entire music static. Nothing changes around them, emphasizing how trapped she feels inside that very kindness. this line, Kizetero anegata konai mune ni nana ni ikurukoto. It means that I realized, you are the deep inside my heart when I'm by your side loving. I can be my true self. And then the final hammer blow here. まさかねそんなこと言えないわらってるあなたのそばでは素直になれるの愛してるでもまさかねそんなこと言えない Think about the structure here. Most pop song builds up on a massive, explosive resolution at the end, but Kiroro does not give you on the satisfaction. They trap you in the emotional loop by repeating these exact lines, three times back to back in the final minutes. It ceases to be a confession. It becomes an internal poison. She picks up a cycle of realizing how much she loves him. Remembering how happy she used to be by his side, immediately crashing into wall of her own silence. I can't say it. The music video mirrors the psychological trap perfectly, and her voice fades into the wind. They don't walk away. They don't, reconcile. They stay exactly where they started actually. The repetition of the sound is, practicing speech in front of a mirror actually. That's amazing, guys.